All right, let's break down TV's biggest night, the 77th Primetime Emmy Awards. We saw a new comedy king get crowned, records get completely shattered, and a few rising stars make some serious history. So let's dive right in and see what went down, and trust me, you're going to want to know why it all matters.
You know, this was one of those nights filled with wins we all saw coming, but also some genuine no-way surprises. So who really walked away as the champions of the evening? We're going to dig into all the major awards, the performances that had everyone talking, and the one show that just dominated the entire conversation.
Okay, but before we get to all the trophies and speeches, let's do a super quick rundown of the essential details from the 2025 ceremony.
So, the whole Emmy journey really got started way back on July 15th. That's when the nominations dropped and the buzz started building all summer long, leading right up to the big night on September 14th. Hosting the whole shebang this year was the hilarious Nate Bargatze, coming to us live from the Peacock Theater out in Los Angeles. And for everyone at home, the show was broadcast live right on CBS.
Okay, enough with the setup. Let's get to the good stuff, the moment we were all waiting for. Here's a look at which shows were officially crowned the best of the best this year.
For the three big ones, comedy, drama, and limited series, it was a real battle of the streamers. Apple TV Plus's comedy The Studio had an absolutely massive night. Meanwhile, HBO's gritty medical drama The Pitt snagged the award for top drama series. And for outstanding limited series, Netflix's super powerful Adolescence took home the big prize.
But hey, a show is only as good as its cast, right? So let's turn the spotlight onto the actors who absolutely crushed it this year and earned those top honors from the Television Academy.
For the lead actors, it was a real mix of Emmy vets and some new faces getting their due. Noah Wyle grabbed a win for The Pitt, and Britt Lower took home a much-deserved trophy for Severance. And in comedy, what a moment for Seth Rogen scoring his first ever acting Emmy for The Studio, while the absolute legend Jean Smart added another one to her trophy case for Hacks.
And you know, sometimes the supporting roles are the ones that really steal this show, and this year was no exception. Tremel Tillman's unforgettable work in Severance earned him a win, and so did Catherine Lanassa's powerful performance in The Pitt. And in a really standout moment, the very young Owen Cooper took home a major award for his role in Adolescence.
You gotta love this. Seth Rogen's win it was one of those moments. I mean, after decades in the business, this was his first lead acting Emmy. He perfectly captured that shock and gratitude, telling everyone, I've never won anything in my life. Just fantastic.
And speaking of a massive story, Owen Cooper, who's just 15 years old, folks, became one of the youngest winners of the night. He earned that Emmy for his absolutely searing breakout performance in Adolescence. Truly, truly remarkable.
Now, it wasn't all about the competition. The Emmys also took a moment, as they always do, to honor some true industry legends and organizations whose impact is felt way beyond just one season of TV.
This year, the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award, which is a huge deal by the way, went to the amazing Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen for all their incredible charity work over the years. And the Governor's Award recognized the Corporation for Public Broadcasting for its vital and long-lasting contribution to American television.
But this year was different. It wasn't just about handing out trophies. It was about making history. For real. Let's dig into how the 77th Emmys officially rewrote the record books.
So, you might be wondering, did any records actually fall? Oh yeah, and not just by a little bit. It happened in a very, very big way.
The number you need to remember from this year's Emmys is this, 13. Just 13. And it's all about one show.
Yep, that's right. The studio went on an absolute tear, winning an incredible 13 Emmys. To put that in perspective, they just broke the record for a comedy series in a single season, a record that The Bear set just last year with 11 wins. Just wow, an absolutely dominant performance.
Okay, so to really get how insane this studio's night was, we need to rewind a bit. We've got to look at the battlefield before the show even started. Let's see who led the pack in nominations. And this is where the story gets really fascinating. See, coming into the night, Severance was the frontrunner with a whopping 27 nominations. 27! Then you had The Penguin with 24, and the night's big winner, The Studio, was actually in third place with 23. The fact that the nomination leader didn't take the top prize just shows us what a complete and total sweep this was.
So, what do we take away from all this? We had one comedy just rewrite the history books, while the drama categories were a total free-for-all. The big question now is, was this just a one-off, a fluke, Or are we seeing the beginning of a brand new TV dynasty? I guess we'll just have to keep watching to find out what stories television has for us next. Thanks for joining this explainer.